Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your Love Tarot reading for September 2022. I'm going to have to do that again, Sagittarius, because you deserve better. Okay, so this is a general love reading for all Sagittarius. Sagittariuses. However, cross-watchers are also welcome. Keep in mind that the roles of the individuals or energies identified in this reading may be swapped, and that the intensity of the energies or situation may vary. So take with you whatever resonates and leave behind for others whatever does not. So Sagittarius, in this first column, we look at your love vibrations in terms of the energy you're putting out there or receiving in terms of love. In the second column, we look at your connection to your body and senses with respect to sensual pleasure. In this third column, we look at potential for romance this month. In this fourth column, we get love advice from your higher self. And then for those of you interested, I'll be closing out the reading with a message from a special somebody. So Sagittarius, in your area of love vibrations, you have the frog, voice, progress, cleansing. You also have 7 of Cups. It says choices on here. You have the Prince or Knight of Swords, says determination, and you also have Queen of Swords, independence. So there is really, with this frog, a need for you to speak your truth. With the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords, it's a sense of really whatever illusions, your illusions, others' illusions come your way, you are determined to, be that voice of reason, voice of truth, kind of call it as it is. And in the process, may need to kind of leave behind things that are not for your best and highest good. So here, let's do some clarification. Let's see what's going on with these choices that you have. You have Ace of Cups. So you are definitely going for the choice that is true to your heart, that fulfills you. That is the choice. That is the cup you wish to pursue. So let's see what this Prince of Swords, Knight of Swords about. You have Queen of Pentacles. So this could be, Sagittarius, this could be someone that is like a friend, a parent, maybe kind of saying, this is the way that I'm going to, pursue love in the world. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to, manage what needs to be managed. I'm going to be resourceful. I'm going to get things done. I'm going to nurture myself. I'm going to call a spade, or a sword, and I'm going to do things the way that I see is right. So let's take a look at the Queen of Swords. You have the Knight of Pentacles. So it's interesting. You've got this this blend here of swords and pentacles, air and earth. Air is more of the aggressive action element. Earth is more like receptive, nurturing kind of energy going on here. So it's an interesting blend. What I'm noticing, you have the water here. What I'm noticing though is your fire element is not part of this. Let's see, is there fire anywhere? Are there wands anywhere here? I don't see any wands at all. You have the sun. That's a big fire. And this is showing up in this area of connection to your body and senses for sensual pleasure. You have this colored greens, wealth, security. So it's a sense that, well, you also have the universe, which is equivalent of the world card, like success, completion, and also like accomplishment and rebirth. You also have this Ace of Swords, clarity, and the Sun card. So here, these are really amazing cards for a connection to your body and your senses. Your sense of the sun here is making me think of sight. The Ace of Swords is making me think of sound. The universe here and all these different, I don't know, it looks like chakras, colors of the chakras. Kind of put it all together for anything that's missing, like taste. Well, colored greens, I guess, would be the taste, and smell. And why is it that I always, oh, and feeling. So it seems like you've got a really strong connection to, you know, this, it's like a circuit, like a totally engaged circuit going on here. So let's take a look at your world or your universe here, Sagittarius. The Empress, I mean, that is absolutely connecting to your body, your senses, your ability for sensual pleasure, self-love, appreciating, you know, your beauty, your inner goddess, your outer goddess. Let's take a look at Ace of Swords. You have Five of Wands, and this is a sense of like, you know, getting pulled in different directions, but and there are five senses, typically five senses. So here, whenever there is perhaps either like confusion or competition of like what gets priority, it seems that this Ace of Swords comes out and says this is the priority. So there's your fire. But Sun, that's like the ultimate fireball. And the World. So yeah, you are totally in line with your body, your senses, taking care of yourself, pampering yourself, honoring your body, things that are pleasurable to you. I would say also with this collard greens, it seems like you're trying to stay healthy. You're trying to put in to your body whatever nutrients it needs, whatever like water, hydration it needs, so that you can really be in touch with you know, those around you, so that you can fully embrace all your senses and use that to bring you any type of sensual pleasure you are looking for. And here, in terms of your potential for romance this month, you've got this Freedom card. You also have this King of Cups. You also have Perspective, which is pretty much the equivalent of the Hangman. And you have the Two of Swords. It says decisions. So for some of you, there may be there may be a prospective individual that you have to make a decision whether or not you want to kind of have that individual be your, like, a committed person, or do you want to have things a little bit more loose? And really, it's just, there's a decision to be made, and it's almost as if you can see the different perspectives. You know, if you are choosing to be in a committed relationship, then you're kind of sacrificing, you know, certain impulses, desires that, you know, is not acceptable in a committed relationship. And if you decide to be free, then you are kind of giving up a sense of some sense of comfort, maybe. But it's interesting with this Perspective card, the Hangman. It's this new perspective, or giving you a different perspective, you know, sacrifice. It's really about trying to get the ego out of the way. And with the Two of Swords, making a decision, it's kind of like, it's not going to, either which way you go, it's not going to be the best decision. It's not going to be the worst decision. And there's not enough information really that will satisfy one way or another that you could know. So let's take a look at that decision you need to make. Three of Swords. Well, you're either thinking that it is, if you make the wrong decision, it's going to lead to some kind of disappointment, upset, heartbreak, or it's a decision to maybe leave a relationship or not pursue one again, if it's one of those on again, off again things. But you do have this, like in the love vibration, you have this card of independence here. And really, with this independence and the Knight of Pentacles, it's a sense of you are okay with that long journey. You are okay standing on your own 2 feet and going to enjoy the road one way or the other. And let's see here. Let's see what you have with this Perspective card. Chariot. So it's either, do you move forward or you kind of stay where things are. Let's take a look at the King of Cups up here. And it does say control on this card. So Sagittarius, if you think of yourself as the King of Cups in this scenario, and you have control, or maybe the decision has to do with some other King of Cups. This could be an ex. This could be a significant other that you're thinking about making an ex. This could be a parent. But I usually think of King of Cups as just having more steady emotions because they manage their emotions well. They're supportive, and they don't get too overwhelmed, and they can, you know, be a good shoulder to cry on. But in this deck, it says control. Let's see what that's about. You have Magician. So really kind of like this ability to make whatever you want. So like I said, it depends on, if you see yourself as the King of Cups, or possibly even having freedom, will allow you to kind of create what you want to create. Find your true King of Cups out there that you're looking for. So let's take a look at this advice column here. Love advice from your higher self. You've got this soft card, and this is pretty much kind of similar to this perspective card. Like, surrender, let go, don't be so sharp around the edges. It's also got Empress vibes, where it's a sense of allow yourself to receive, and just allow for things to happen. You have the Death card, you have the Five of Swords, and you have the Three of Discs. It says works on the card. So to some degree, you know, Sagittarius, if there is a sense where you've got like a need to be right about things, maybe you've got the Prince of Swords over here, the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Swords. Maybe at times you can be like impatient. Maybe you can be a little bit demanding about things. With this Death card, there's a sense of really, you know, to transform. Just so whatever it is that you need to let go of, it's seeming like perhaps letting go of this, like perhaps negative thinking, where it comes to certain, when things are uncertain, when things aren't exactly clear cut. Maybe things, you're more comfortable when things are like superficially clear on the surface. And with this Three of Discs here, it's a sense of almost just recognizing that the things that you're hoping for or developing, it's not just you. You know, it's almost a sense of it's almost not even finding the perfect person or being with the perfect person. Like, relationships take work. And each person is working on themselves, and they need to work on the relationships as well. And to some degree, when things don't go the way you want or hope, you can really only, you can really only control what you do, and not really try to like change or have certain expectations of others to change. Just allow yourself to be soft, even in terms of your expectation, like let go of certain things. Let go of certain expectations. So let's take a look at that Death card. The Knight of Swords. So there's definitely a theme of needing to slow down, enjoy things, pamper yourself. Don't rush into things. Don't rush out of things. Let's take a look at the Five of Swords here. Or for those of you, if this is a back and forth relationship, maybe you need to change the fact that you're going back. It's like you're going backwards. Five of Swords, defeat, you've got the King of Wands. So that could be you, Sagittarius. This King of Wands is also looking backwards. Well, I guess if you look at that way, the Queen of Pentacles is as well. But that's interesting. It's I can see you could be conflicted in this area of freedom. It's a sense of, this conflict again, the air, the active versus the Queen of Pentacles, the receptive. But your higher self wants you to be soft and receptive. So let's take a look at the Three of Discs here, Three of Pentacles, Five of Cups. So there's something about kind of like with these threes, when it's a sense of, it's almost like with this stalemate, with this decisions, the Two of Swords, like if you just don't make a decision, then there's no potential for hurting someone. And it's almost as if, like when you start recognizing that in a relationship, there's other people involved and you're creating this relationship between you, and that's when certain disappointments can come about and sadness comes about. And you've got the Five of Cups, you got the Five of Swords, you got the Five of Wands here, but you also have two aces. So with the fives, it's a sense of instability, conflict. With the aces, it's new opportunities. So even when there's like conflict, either within yourself or, amongst friends, co-workers, significant others, those can be resolved. Five of Swords, that's a little bit harder to resolve, but, being someone who is honest, loyal, caring, having the characteristics of the King of Wands, that definitely is a good kind of focus or goal when you start thinking that you need to win or things need to be a certain way. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards for thoughts and feelings from a current love interest or a future love interest, depending on your situation. So you've got this positive card. You've got this weight card, endless possibilities. Did I say endless possibilities? I thought I said endless possibilities. Maybe I didn't earlier. Okay, so here it's kind of saying just wait. Whatever decision you're feeling you need to make, just be soft. Just like wait, and stay positive. Put on some like rose-colored heart-shaped glasses, and things will go the way that they need to go. So I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective of love for you in the month of September. To uncover more about your month, check out readings for each of your sun, moon, and rising signs. We'll see you next time. Take care.